Thanks, Clay. We launched Android Wear at I/O 2 years ago. And since then, we've partnered with 12 brands to pair distinctive styles with the latest in wearable technology. And the result is an impressive collection of over 100 different beautiful designs. So whether you admire the heritage of Tag Heuer or the iconic design of Michael Kors, spend your time hiking a trail or riding a wave, you can wear what you want. And Android Wear works with Android and iPhones, because no matter what phone you carry in your pocket, you should always be able to wear what you want on your wrist. And today, I'm sharing a preview of our biggest platform update yet, Android Wear 2.0. Over the past 2 years, we've learned a lot about what people want and don't want from a watch. We know that the most important role of your watch is helping you stay connected to what matters, to important, timely information, to the people you love, and to your health, all from your wrist. And that's why we're evolving the platform to build even better experiences for the watch face, messaging, and fitness. Android Wear already has thousands of watch faces you can download, and now we're making them even more useful by letting any watch face show data from any app. So now you can mix and match the styles you love with the information that's most useful to you. Let's take a look. Jeff Chang from the Wear team has the newest LG watch with LTE. And here you can see a watch face from Zhu Handin. Jeff has customized it with his calorie count from LifeSum, stock information from Robinhood, and his tasks from Todoist. If he wants to see other tasks for today, he simply taps right there on the watch face and sees a reminder to call mom. And watches are uniquely suited to connect us to those people we love. You'll never miss a call from your child's school or a message from a close friend. And that's why we're redesigning key experiences on the watch to be even more intuitive and enabling new ways to respond to messages designed just for your wrist. This includes Smart Reply that knows the context of your message, best-in-class handwriting recognition, and a new keyboard, all powered by Google's machine learning. And here's what it looks like when Jeff gets a message from a friend. He taps to reply, chooses handwriting input, and now he uses his finger to sketch big letters on the watch. The text is recognized automatically, and now she knows, with one more go, she knows that he'll be there at 3 p.m. Many of you want your watch to be like a personal coach, helping you stay aware, motivated, and connected to your body. First, we're improving the fitness experience with Google Fit Platform's automatic activity recognition. Second, your apps can exchange data using the Google Fit API. So information like calories consumed in a nutrition app can sync with calories burned in a running app. And finally, we're expanding the ways you can enjoy listening to music while you work out, even when you leave your phone behind. When you want to go for a run, you can just go with the watch you're already wearing. No need to strap your phone in an awkward armband. And thanks to the hardware sensors on your watch and automatic activity recognition, apps like Strava will start tracking your time and distance when you start running. And if you enjoy music while working out, you can launch Spotify right from your watch face. And the best part of all of this, you don't even need a phone. In fact, when Jeff was showing you the demos, his phone was turned off. And everything you saw here today, from sending messages to streaming music, worked on just his watch. With Android Wear 2.0, apps can be standalone. That means the apps on your watch can have direct network access to the cloud via Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or a cellular connection. And that means a fast, and richer on-watch app experience for both Android and iPhone users. With standalone apps, watches with cellular support become even more powerful. You'll be able to make calls, get help from Google, and use your favorite apps right on the watch, no matter where your phone is or even if it's on or off. Starting today, developers can download a preview of Android Wear 2.0, and everyone will be able to enjoy these exciting new watch experiences in the fall. It's time for us to reimagine what's possible for wearables together, and we can't wait to see the incredible things that you'll build. And now, here's one example from the wider Android developer community.
Home is more than just the place you are in. It's a feeling. It was very dangerous if I will stay in Syria. So many Syrians have had to leave our country. We have about 2.5 million Syrian refugees in Turkey. Small things that were easy in Syria suddenly become hard in the foreign land. I ask myself what I can do for refugees. I know programming. Gurbetna means expectoration. It helps Syrians navigate a new life in Turkey. For example, I want rent a car. I want rent a house. It also helps connect you with employers. Tells you how to get your children into the schools. Anything. I love programming because it allows me to do anything. It seems there is no limit to what we can accomplish. Syria will always be our country, but it's possible to make this new place feel like a home.
Hi, I'm Jason Titus, and I lead our developer product group here at Google. And as you can see, software developers are changing our world in a big way. In fact, it's hard to find an aspect of our lives that hasn't been touched. From how we learn, to how we get around, to how we meet people. You are constantly finding ways to use new and emerging technologies to improve our lives. And despite all of the innovation that has already occurred, the opportunities ahead are greater still. But it's really hard to go from an idea to building a great product to getting it in users' hands. So I'd like to share some of the things that we've been doing over the last year to make this process easier on any platform. Let's start with the web. The shift to mobile for the web platform is well underway. We've recently hit a milestone with over 1 billion people using Chrome on mobile every month. We've been working on several initiatives to try and make the web work better on mobile devices. I want to talk about 2 of them. First, we've implemented powerful new web standards in Chrome that enable a new class of website to gain app-like behavior. Like working reliably on even the worst networking connection, or sending notifications to re-engage users. We call websites that use these features progressive web apps because they get progressively better depending on the capability of the web browsers, and they can lead to dramatically better user experiences. Second, we created an open source project called Accelerated Mobile Pages, or AMP, to make it simple to create extremely fast mobile websites using existing web standards. On average, AMP pages are loaded 4 times faster and use 1/10 as much data. These things load almost instantly. So, we're making it easier to develop mobile websites, but we're also investing in native development. We want Android Studio to be the quickest, most reliable way to build Android apps. I'd like to invite Steph up to tell you more.
Thanks, Jason. I'm Steph. I work on the Android team. Android Studio is our official IDE. It's purpose-built for Android. And it was only 3 years ago, right here at I/O, that we showed it for the first time. Since then, it has built a ton of momentum. 92% of the top 125 apps and games now use Android Studio, and millions of developers worldwide. Our Android engineering team sees that almost all the professional developers that we connect with have used it and switched over from our Eclipse tools. Your feedback has been awesome because it's helped us focus on the right things. We care a lot about making it great, and there's much more to come. This morning, we'll release our latest, which is Android Studio's 2.2 preview, focusing on speed, smarts, and Android platform support. First, speed. Already with 2.1, we made building and running changes 10 times faster than it was only 6 months ago. Our new Instant Run feature drove most of this. Now when you hit run, we deploy changes directly into the running app. The emulators are 3 times faster, and push speeds are even faster than that. So all of that means the emulators are now actually faster than the physical device that's probably in your pocket right now. But we want to keep speeding you up to launch earlier. One of the things that you told us is that we could not possibly make build speeds too fast. So with 2.2, we're going to accelerate build speeds again. Plus, we know Instant Run's a long-term bet, so we'll keep expanding coverage. Another thing we want to do is make it easier to write tests to help drive up app quality. So with test recording, now as you just tap through your app, we'll write all of your Espresso test code for you. It's basically as if you had handwritten the code yourself, and you can run those tests locally, or you can run them with our IDE-integrated cloud test lab to make sure your app runs well on many Android devices. Now, one of the things the engineering team is most excited about is that with 2.2, you're going to be able to build layouts faster, and they'll run faster too. So let me show you this. 2.2 includes a rewritten, feature-rich layout designer with new constraint layouts. So what you're going to see here is you'll be able to use the layout window. It's almost like a sheet of paper. So you can position your widgets, and once you're happy, you'll see here we save you a ton of time because we're going to automatically add all the constraints for you, doing a bunch of actually very cool math under the covers. You'll see the UI here is now going to adapt, so you can try it on different Android devices. It'll adapt to different orientations. But what you can't see is behind the scenes, your app will run faster too. So many of you here are professional Android developers, and you know building rich UI usually requires nested layouts, and those are hard to performance tune at times. With constraint layouts, there is no nesting required. So overall, you get the same rich UI, less work, and better performance by default. Second, smarts. We want to help you write better Android apps. The 2.2 preview includes a new APK analyzer, so you can figure out, hey, what's making my app so big? This is really useful for all of you who are targeting emerging markets. You've talked to us a lot about this. You also asked for a layout inspector. So we have a new layout inspector in 2.2, so you can find out what's inside your Android layouts. When you run code analysis, you'll find a bunch of new quality checks. And that's in addition to the 260 that are already there, all designed to eliminate common classes of errors that we see on Android. And we integrated the latest version of the wonderful IntelliJ IDE, 2016.1. The third thing I want to talk about is Android platform support. So we developed the IDE right alongside the platform, so we can bring you the very best. 2.2 includes, to name just a few, support for N's new Jack compiler, which is bringing you wonderful Java 8 features like lambdas, default methods. And for all of you developers who are working on graphics-rich like games and apps, you know C++ is critical, and it's because of your requests we've been steadily building out C++ support. Now, we already have C++ editing and debugging, but in 2.2, you'll find a major change based on your feedback. In addition to Gradle, for build, we'll now support CMake and NDK build. And both of those build systems will work with the debugger. And then on top of that, we made C++ debugging better also. So I would really appreciate it, we would really appreciate it if you download and try all of this today and give us feedback. With that, I would love to pass it back to Jason. Thank you very much.